Virtual Ascension was extremely strong in Stellaris 3.14. However, Stellaris 4.0 brought about huge changes to PoPs and the entire game. So I was wondering if Virtual was still as good as it was. So 35 years in, our economy looks insane. I'm going to run through the best build you can play as Virtual, with the key rushing towards it. I'll guide you along the way and show you any tips and tricks on how to optimize the Virtual build. Now, let's see if Virtual is still OP. Here is the build for the Virtual Rush. Ignore the name, it's fine. The key philosophy about Virtual is getting it as soon as possible, meaning you need to go through 3 traditions to then take the Machine Ascension perk. This build maximizes that, but then utilizes what Virtual gives you, which is a lot of PoPs, and therefore probably a lot of research. We are playing as an individualistic machine added in Machine Age. This allows us to take biocivics and ethics, and the first one of course is parliamentary systems. We'll get factions online straight away, giving us more faction output, which is more unity. Then we've gone democratic for more faction approval and more faction resource output per ruler level. We've then also gone sovereign guardianship and therefore militarist, as it will reduce empire size from PoPs, but increase from planets and branch offices and systems. However, we don't need to play wide because we're Virtual. Virtual is the best tall gameplay you can do, so combining it with a really good civic, reducing empire size from PoPs, means we can go ultra tall, meaning we can research very, very quickly. We've had to go egalitarian as well, which is giving us more faction output and more specialist output. Then we've gone spiritualist for more monthly unity and less edict upkeep and cost. It's mainly the unity. In fact, we get temples and we'll get an edict, which will give us more unity from those temples. But then machine, we have conversational AI, as we're getting job efficiency from traders, as we're going to try and get a lot of unity from trade as well. And it will also scale us into the later sections like 20 years in, where we'll get consumer goods from trade, so we can just spam science. Adaptive frames, of course, it's very good. Then we've gone for 3 negatives that don't really have too much implication on our build. High maintenance for the upkeep, uncanny for entertainer job efficiency, we don't need entertainers, and then bulky for more PoP housing usage, which is not going to matter. We're then playing this on Shattered Ring. We're playing on 4.0.18, which has changed Ring a bit, making it a little bit better. I wanted to try it out. We just start on a ring world, having 2 other ring world sections in our system, and they can scale into the late game very well. You could do this with a relic world and get an Eco Monopolis. I wanted to try Shattered Ring. We're playing on Grand Admiral, a small galaxy with 0.75 tech and tradition, standard growth, but mid-game scaling at year 50. Let's get into it. The first thing we're going to want to do is come over to our planet and get rid of the stronghold. We do not need it. We do not want to pay 1 energy upkeep, and we also don't want to work those soldier jobs. Let's demolish that. We're then instantly going to want to buy as many damn minerals as we can, so we will queue that up. We're then going to want to colonize a planet straight away. The energy, consumer goods, and alloys we have already, so we will queue that up. We have like no resources now. And we'll look at our techs. Not that this is going to matter too much. We'll grab the research speed, xenobiological lab, and afterburners. The techs don't matter too much, we just need unity. I'm also going to remove enforcer jobs since crime's not going to be an issue. We want our enforcers to demote 2 civilians. You'll see why soon. Then I'm going to come over to government, policies and edicts, and switch over from expansionist to isolationist for 10% more unity. We do have an Arctic world here. That's actually pretty nice. We will look for an extra planet, as Virtual's efficiency is between 4 and 5 planets, and we will split our military ship up and send Ferris Manus in avoiding storms at 404 till arrival to go and explore as well. But then we're going to want to come over to government, policies and edicts, and whack on Veneration of Saints for the priest output 20%. That will up our unity even more. We will eventually go inner focus, but we want to expand a bit. We now have our factions. Brilliant. Let's promote the egalitarian one, come over to policies and go to benevolent, so they like us the most. We want those egalitarians as much as we can. We'll also promote the spiritualists, as they're going to like us too. Paradox are currently having a sale, with the base game being 75% off and DLCs ranging from 20% off to 50% off, except for Biogenesis. Yes, that's right, Machine Age is 20% off. You can directly support the channel by going to the Paradox store to get your Steam key. You can use the link in the description, or you can use code EP for Stellaris, case sensitive, to directly help out the channel as we get a cut from the sale. This also works on any Paradox games on the site, so go wild. Thank you so much, and back to the video. There's another planet here. It's a 19 size tomb world. That might be a better planet to take. We will see. I can send my construction ship already over Altaba, and we do have enough minerals to build our first building, which we could have last month. Bit of a misplay, but we want the monument. This is going to give 5% more unity from jobs, but also unity per civilians, as well as unity, trade, and naval capacity, which we don't care about, from civilians, because they are from our ethics. Egalitarian gives trade, militarist gives naval cap, and spiritualist gives more unity. We've got our first tradition. We are going to take mercantile. It's going to buff trade. Trade's going to go burr. Trust me, guys. We want to keep an eye on crime and make sure it doesn't go above 30. If it does, we might need to employ enforcers, but that's just because they're demoting into civilians. It's fine. Traditions available again. We're going to take trade per civilians +1, and they'll give us amenities. A little bit of consumer good upkeep, but that's fine. In terms of our first colony, we're going to grab the unity, of course. We want unity, which gives us another tradition, which then lets us go adaptive economic policy, where we can convert trade into unity. We'll select that, go to government, policies and edicts, trade policy, and then go to marketplace of ideas. We instead go from 62 unity to 80. Now, I did experiment with this build before, and I did switch into utopian abundance to get more unity and science from unemployed pops, but the consumer good increase, as you can see, we're currently paying 0.25 on civilians. Up to 1 was too much. I would recommend against that, and you're going to be working most of the civilians eventually. It's not worth it. So we're flying through traditions. We'll grab 10% trade to jobs because that will just give more unity. Get our first agenda, we can get a bit more happiness. Now we're obviously going to take monthly unity. You can see as well the monuments down, giving us even more unity in trade. We're up to 120. Now we are just going to spam temples. To start with, give us that unity. But we get another tradition. Let's reduce market fee. We could get more amenities from traders and stuff, but we don't actually start with any traders, so there's not much point to it. We should also start buying some consumer goods just so we can settle our first planet. Traditions, again, we can finish off mercantile, which will give us 10% monthly trade. We get another ascension perk. We're obviously going to take one vision for the monthly unity. We are now up to 143. And since we have a lot of trade, I'm going to buy some alloys as well, and probably max minerals. Colonize on our other ring, and we do have Atabala. We'll build stations, and when we can upgrade the starbase so we can get more trade on the starbases. We're losing some consumer goods. I will buy to fix that, and I'm just going to keep building temples. The limiting factor here is just unity, essentially. We need as much as we can as quickly as we can, and everything will be fine after that. In terms of our second tradition, prosperity is a must. More mining station output, but more importantly, quicker infrastructure build time and less cost. This will add up a lot, as we're going to want a lot of infrastructure. Okay, let's build that starbase. On our capital as well, I forgot, we can switch the crew quarters to a hydro bay. That will give us 10 food. We could even produce a trade hub instead of energy, which might be quite good. To really min-max, we could always buy energy. We just need that unity, and trade from the trade hubs gets converted into unity. Okay, we will take a level 2 trade person. That'll be very nice. And we may as well hire this other trade leader ready for our next planet. And then the next building, we'll replace the hollow theater with a temple. We should also turn on fortify the border for that quicker starbase build speed. Now we have this urban world. Amenities are an issue. We will build a luxury resident because it doesn't actually require anyone to work it. And then we'll start filling it with trade. So we'll do an urban world and just spam trade. Put our leader here, and we can go down that infrastructure cost reduction, which I'm actually just going to get rid of the resident and rebuild it. Same with the temple. That will save some minerals. Starbase is done. Trade hub, and then a hydro bay. So we're producing 10 food. Let's sell the 10 food because then we can just afford to buy more consumer goods. We're just going to take the flat unity from habitable worlds survey. We need unity. We'll reduce planetary infrastructure upkeep. That's going to add up over time, especially with the amount of districts we're going to be getting. And we are lacking consumer goods. I'm just going to try and buy the max amount, which is in the Discord before inflation kicks in. It's 21 for consumer goods. Found a first contact. We will do the first contact. Another tradition available. Our housing is actually low on our capital, so I'm just going to grab the extra housing. Helps a little bit there. Oh, a bunch of unity from a political discourse. I like that. Let's get the resource from jobs. Okay, in terms of our urban world, I'm not sure exactly if it's worth working the roboticists and just going full trade, as the roboticists are going to be replaced by just the fact we get unlimited pops. And let's build that next starbase. Keep building those. They are just going to be a great source for extra income, keeping our economy going. Oh, another planet up here. Perfect. We wanted 3 planets. We are now going a bit over empire size, which is a bit annoying. It's going to mean our tech and tradition costs go up, but it's fine. It's worth it. Okay, prosperity's done. Reduce upkeep from jobs. More resources from orbital stations. Going to help over time. Essential perks. Concentrated worlds. We can concentrate 3 uninhabited planets, increase spiritualist F extraction, and empire-wide amenities, as well as unity generation. Let's grab that. This arid world is size 15. We do not care about it. Let us concentrate it. When we get the unity, we're at 7 years in. We need 1 more tradition to go virtual. Bam, concentrated that world, and we're getting 6% unity from that. We should constantly be building where we can. Let's go for more temples. I've changed my plan. we're just going to spam temples. Okay, this Arctic world, concentrate. So we go up to 12% now. It also makes our spiritualist faction very good, which even means more unity in turn. Wait, we can colonize. Oh, we can colonize these still. Okay, well, we may as well do it to the tomb world as well. Yeah, we're up to 14% unity. I guess a tomb world sucks for concentrating.
Oh, really?
Let's get rid of colonists here and build another temple. Spam those damn temples. And the next tradition is quite a weird one. I don't necessarily know the best option here to go for. Harmony could be good because it will reduce crime, increase stability, decrease empire size from pops, lower pop upkeep. Discovery will give us more research speed. It's really between those two, and I like the sound of Harmony more. Yeah, we'll go in that. Okay, we're going to grab Materials Workshop. If you can get some techs, definitely go for these science buildings. The +1 to research per 100 of them is just so good. We need to get our 5th starbase and just fill with trade. Okay, we maxed out temples. 169 unity just from this planet. We're getting a bit from our civilians. We're starting to lose some of those. It was just good for the early game. We can buy more consumer goods. I feel like we want a bit more energy coming in so that we can start clearing those blockers on the other planets, because we want to build them up ready for when we get virtual as well. So we'll get more energy. It's going to take 100 months because we're not building any tech, really. We don't really care about tech. You know, keep clearing blockers where we can. Do we get a clear blocker leader? No. We'll just grab this trade leader, I guess. And this planet's actually producing more trade, so I'm going to put a level 2 trade governor there, and then a level 1 on the capital, just to min-max the trade a little bit more, and we can build more trade. They are starting to fill up. More trade. More trade. Traditions, let's get rid of the empire size so we can reduce the cost by a little bit. It's going to help. We're down to 99 again. And perfect, we can get unity from jobs on this governor. Trade level 2 is tempting, but we're guaranteed to get that, and we don't care about the trade on our capital. We want that unity. Now, since we've done most of our expansion, let's put in a focus on for 10% more monthly unity for influence. So our bases are coming online. This is going well. This could be still as good as it was before. We found someone. We are friendly. Please don't hit us. We are going to stay in our corner. We've had 2 choke points and live happily ever after. I'm just going to keep clearing those blockers, and we definitely need this. I'm surprised we didn't get it straight away. 5% monthly unity and a small amount of unity is going to go a long way. And we are up to 30 crime on our capital, so we're going to want to employ those enforcers again. Crime events happen at 30 and it just makes everything very bad. We do need to build max consumer goods, and because of that we'll build a city district, because that's just going to give us some more consumer goods and obviously more unity. It's just kind of balancing out the economy as much as you can. We can sell more food and we can reduce crime by 10. We can now get 40% more unity. It's pretty good. And we will go for more faction approval. This is going to mean just more unity from our factions. You can see the civilians are starting to run out. That's fine. We've turned them into better jobs. We found the Shroud Witches. Can we get good stuff from here, like unity? Let me see. We could get the Shroud Walker teacher, a level 5 official. I wish to learn. Let's see. Let's experiment here. Unity from jobs 10%. We're getting 5% at the minute. Unity per teleport, we have none. Unity from jobs, crime reduction. You also have specialist job output. Okay, yeah, you're much better. So this leader's the worst. You're fired. I'm sorry. We want that 2.6 upkeep. That should bump our unity up quite a bit. Yeah, we go up to 215. Lovely stuff. Let's get more stability because that means more resources. 334 unity a month. 2 more picks to go before we can take the ascension path. I'm going to treat myself and get another scientist to go and explore. Urban worlds are doing okay. Let's get another commission zone and we'll grab another one. Why not? Because when we do get virtual, they'll fill all this up anyway. We may as well fill it with something. There is actually an empire up here. Interesting. Traditions available. 1 more to go. Kind of on pace with what people were achieving before, I think. It's just whether it's actually any good once we get to it. And we should probably start preparing. So this will be eventually a science world. So let's build a research enclave. We won't work the jobs because I want the trade, but we may as well build it now. Time is going to be the issue, not resources later on. This will be our trade world. So let's build the commercial nexus. And as you can see, we're actually just lacking pops now. Sigma aliens are hostile to us. They killed a scientist. Thank you so much. And we finished Harmony for 50 fund and more colony ascension effect, which we will do later. Now we go synthetic age. Time to transform. We're going to stay at real time because we need to build up a bunch of units to finish virtual. So going minus 20% is too much. However, the minus 10% is fine. We're going to top priority everything. We do not care about our research speed and we'll get resources and stuff from it. Keep building. That's the key. So if we fall behind, we're not taking advantage of virtual. I'm going to build a mining district. Find skin and bones. Please be friendly. This is a tough one. We can get so much more energy or we can get more tech. got a good tech. We're going to get a bulk load of Unity and 5% more as well, which is going to help so much. Now, we're not going to spend any Unity now. We're going to save it for when we get virtual, but keep producing Unity, of course. Don't work the biologists. We want everything into trade so that we're getting more and more Unity. We should probably go ahead and colonize this tomb world. So now we're producing nanites. Also, I think we stop working the roboticists and just purely go into trade now for that Unity. Even on our capital, go into energy and minerals, please. Modularity, make it our main focus. Oh, the creator order, that is huge. They can aid us in our research and give us research speed. It's going to be great when we get our tech online. We're up to 361 Unity. We need more. I'm just alternating between building things, and then if I don't have enough minerals, clearing the blockers. We're now producing living metal and nanites. Very nice. Virtuality, obviously, will make that top priority. Gonna have to clear a blocker here. Okay, we don't need that many consumer goods. I'll drop it a bit. It's all about balancing at this point. We also honestly don't need this many alloys. I'd rather work the base jobs. You could have even gone so far to get rid of all tech jobs too. Almost up to 30k Unity. I don't actually know how much we need, but the more the better. We now get a virtual power plant, which is producing some energy for us. Dark matter. Okay, we're gonna need an alloy world, so I'm guessing we just make this an alloy world, which means we can make our capital pure tech. Trade will give us consumer goods. A new form, we can reshape down any of the tradition trees. Obviously, virtuality. We also get more energy then, which is very nice. Help us clear the blockers, which we absolutely need to do. We may as well increase the transformation speed now. Revolting pests. We shouldn't shoot them. I think we get some good buffs if we do unique biology. And it's so annoying. You have to keep getting rid of these if you deprioritize them. We have now finished virtuality. So the tradition gets picked. What do we get? We get code breaking and encryption. We get less alloys and consumer goods from jobs. Big sad. We do get the optimized network agenda though, which gives us job efficiency. Let's grab job efficiency, minus 25% per colony, but a pop-up keep energy. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's get less upkeep for priests, leaders, researchers, less empire size from pops, but more from planets. Let's get a new policy. But the key is obviously when we finish it, virtual pops are instantly created to meet job requirements. So we just need to get through to that, really. And then we're laughing. Tradition available again. Let's grab districts that provide clerks, priests, or researchers provide more jobs. You can see the job efficiency is going a bit nuts. Up to 548 Unity. That's a high number. We're up to 248 tech, and I'm not really doing any tech yet. It's pretty nice. Breath of fresh air. All pops produce exotic gases, and there's happiness. That on our forge build. Oh, that's very nice. I'm going to stop buying monthly minerals and just buy a maston now, since we are rich. You can also just buy energy. Stop buying monthly. Stop buying alloys. What we're probably going to want to do as well is build one basic resource on each planet, because that's just more optimal. We're also getting some minor artifacts, which means we can grab a bulk load of Unity twice. There we go. I should have done that a while ago. We're finished now virtuality, meaning we get max districts per planetary ascension tiers, which is very nice. And now virtual pops are just created. We also get an ascension perk, which will go imperial prerogative, reduce empire size for planets. That should help quite a bit. Let's restore jobs everywhere, because our planets are now getting full to the brim of all their jobs. We're now going to go consumer benefits to grab consumer goods from trade, and then we'll go militarize economy, since we don't want to produce consumer goods, and we can switch our mixed industries to a research enclave, and we'll do the same for the archives. Minerals is a slight issue. Let's build a mineral district everywhere. We're about to go crazy through techs. Like, we are producing an absurd amount of everything now. It's just going to be time. This is why we were trying to spam as much as we could. Now let's get rid of trade guy here, put our scientist leader there, trade guy on alloy planet. Now Unity is still absurd, and we're not even producing Unity from trade. We have an absurd amount of alloys, so we will just upgrade into destroyers so we can just try and peacefully vassalize, as we don't want to expand, of course. Grab some naval cap, stop doing inner focus so we can actually get some influence. We can even go research speed on nanites, since we have a little bit, and now it's just a case of trying to build as much as we can, because everything gets instantly filled. The more ships we can get, the better. We just go and bully someone. Next tradition, well, since we want to go bully the primacy, trade is not an issue. We have a little bit of trade from this planet. Bear in mind, we have district and building energy upkeep too. We're going to need to eventually get the tech to solve that, but I don't think that will take too long, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, virtual seems pretty good still if you can rush it. Nothing really seems bad about it. We're up to 856 science, 107 alloys. Remember, we're also on virtual research focus, giving us 80% of jobs. It's just a little bit. We may as well put capacity subsidies on. Okay, our capital is now producing us a lot of tech. We're up to 1.5 thousand technology, 30 years in. The issue right now is the fact that we don't produce enough buildings. because we have capacity that we can fill. Oh, we should actually get rid of you because you're not getting the virtual leader buffs, 10% more tech. I want a scientist leader on our capital. Build speed. Oh, yes. Go, go, go. I'll start getting rid of these blockers. More infrastructure build speed. That's a must. So valuable for us. We're max trade. We'll just buy alloys. We're max alloys. Let's make a massive destroyer class, I guess. Build spies on here. See how strong they are. We could just go vassalize them. Luxury upgrade is huge because we can build another heavy industry. More empire size from pop reduction. I will take that. And get another civic. I actually have no idea what's good. I think Ascensionists eventually will be very, very good, but we don't have the unity yet for it. We could reduce empire size from pops again and get more monthly unity. I like that quite a lot. I think that's our best bet. Yeah, Beacon of Liberty it is. Just mass reduce empire size from pops. Almost at 100% reduction. I can get new council stuff. Research speed, of course, but we also want the Crater Archivist. I would definitely want the upkeep reduction, actually. Reduce empire size from districts. Reduce that empire size. Good. We're almost maxed alloys again. Gosh, I just have to build more stuff, I guess. Or we can get Form Federation and Disruptors. So we're definitely going to want to form a federation with someone, because then we can get unity and consumer goods from trade rather than just one or the other. It would be nice if we actually got the research building upgrades in society and engineering. We got Disruptor 2s. I wish I just spam Corvettes now. Yeah, we're flying through techs, especially in physics. We're currently completely eclipsing this AI. So we may as well go make them tributary. Let's go to their borders. Energy is low, but yeah, it's fine. We have still over 1,000 trade. Okay, let's make these a vassal. That will help with energy and won't increase our own empire size. You will die. I don't think we've actually upgraded them. Some of them are disruptors. Some of them are not. It doesn't matter. We are so strong. We will kill them all. Yeah, I don't think they stand much hope against us. Research Institute's here for +2 everywhere. We're just tacking up. We are going to win this war. It's just a matter of time. Premises done. Our empire size is still 145. 0 from pops. So literally just colonies. We may as well go enigmatic engineering so we get fallen empire buildings. That might help. And we now have that vassal. They're giving us 30% of their resources, the basic ones. We still have so much we need to build on these planets. Disrupted tier 3s, armor. Thousands forms online. We are just going to infinitely scale from this point. 4K science, and it can go higher. We're just bottlenecked by time. Wait, I just realized I never made a template. I don't need mass produced anymore. Adaptive frames can stay. 10% job efficiency sounds pretty good, honestly. Efficiency for roboticist, that's a free pick, and pop assembly speed's a free pick. And then we take efficient processors for 4 efficiency, set as default, and they can integrate into them. 4K tech, 50 years in. Honestly, Knights of the Toxic God is better than this, but virtual is still good. We are semi-breaking the economy by spamming these research support things. It's fine. Battleship's 54 years in, not bad. Okay, we can form that trade federation now, which means we can get unity and consumer goods. So this will just continue to scale. Hey, we're up to 6K tech, almost 2K unity, just 1 trade ring with 3,500 trade. It's pretty good. Obviously, I could have been pushing my advantage more. Doesn't really matter. We've won this game. We are very far ahead. We haven't even done the turning into ring worlds and removing the interloper for an extra ring world. This can scale more. I think Knights of the Toxic God does scale better than this, but virtual is not going anywhere. It's still very strong. If you enjoyed this and want to see an even better build, Knights of the Toxic God, hopefully it's not been patched. It hasn't as of 4.0.18. Click here to watch it. If you want to watch a more in-depth playthrough where I'm playing every single click with weekly long episodes, you can sign up to the membership at the $5+ tier. The series is here to check it out. Goodbye.